Hey everybody, ronarray here, and Path of Exile Academy in a pretty strange position right now, and I wanted to do something unusual. Most of the time I've been using my gold for just respecking my character, experimenting with builds and checking what I can do. But today I wanted to do a very big gamble with about 10 millions of gold. The number is not that high because I'm not sure if it's going to be that profitable. However, we will be able to check what I'm even going to roll and if I'm going to roll any uniques or any good rares that I will be able to sell. So let's go and we will be able to see if it's even worth it. So let's roll. Currently we're just rolling random rings from Gamble Alva. And I will roll full inventory in one go, starting with 10 millions of gold. Let's do the first set. And right now I think we're mostly receiving magic rings. I can see a single unique and not a lot of rares too. So out of first set, I received about 12 rare rings, and unfortunately most of them weren't really good. So let's see how many I will receive from the second set. So let's go with the second set as well. And I think magic rings are all significantly easier compared to rares. For now we still don't have a single unique overall. So out of the second set, I received 11 rare rings. Most of them weren't good again, but I think something between 10 and 12, it looks like a pattern right now. I'm also going to showcase a little later in this video all of the good magic rings that I received, and I will craft them here as well, showcasing any good opportunities. So we will be able to decide how good that approach is for profit making. So let's hope that the next set will be a little more lucky. And we will be able to receive at least one unique. For now we're just mostly receiving rares and magic rings. And most of the rares unfortunately are not good. However, after that set I received only 4 rare rings. And most of them been not good like at all. But number been significantly less. So we will be able to determine how many rares we're even receiving overall. And how many magic rings will be good for crafting too. Let's go for the next set. So let's just hope that the next set will be a little more successful. But right now most that we are receiving is magic rings, and just sorting them out takes a lot of additional time. As you can see, not a single unique again, and I think the number of rares will be low too. So out of this set we received about 9 rares, and some of them being kinda promising as well. So I'm going to put them into the separate bunch showcasing how many of the rares are even promising event. So let's do the next set, and right now the biggest questions: are we going to roll a single unique after spending 10 millions of gold, or we are going to receive completely nothing? Right now it's mostly magics. From that set I received 9 rings again, and unfortunately most of the rares as usual rolled a pretty strange set of stats, such as that one for example. Let's go forward. Considering that right now we received not a single unique ring, and here's our first unique ring. As you can see, it's hardbound loop, and unfortunately it's not really cost a lot, and it's barely like 1 exalted. But it's the first unique that we rolled, and I spent about 6 millions of gold to get that. However, we rolled so many rare and just magic rings as well to get to that unique. Let's see if we will be able to get one more, but for now it's not really going very well. So from that set we received 11 rares, together with hardbound loop and our first unique ring, which is not really nice, but maybe next time we're going to be a little more lucky. Most of the rares are not good as well, so they will probably go to the gutter. So not a lot of sets left, and let's see if we will be able to get another unique, and maybe the unique that will pay for the whole process, or we will need to rely just on crafts. Because right now most of the rings that we are receiving are not really good to sell just as they are. So that time we received only 8 rare rings out of the whole set, and only 2 sets left. So I think the most profitable part here will be just rolling magics, but we will see in a few minutes. So now we have almost 1 and a little on top set left. Because spending 10 million should leave me around 100k gold left after all the investment. And the next set is not going to be full. So in that set we received about just 8 rings again. And now it is time to roll the rest of it. We are very close to finishing, and I don't think it will be a full inventory because we will need to stop around 100k. So we are stopping at this. It seems that we received only one unique, and right now I'm going to do a breakdown of everything that we got so far, showcasing what kind of items we received and if we will be able to sell any of those. Right now we have about 7 rings here which are rare and which we received from the last set. Let's see what kind of rings we received overall and which ones we can use. So totally we received about 504 rings. Out of them 424 being magic, 79 rare and only 1 unique. Based on those stats, I would say that rolling uniques that way is not really effective. However, we received a lot of cool magic rings that could be crafted, and some of the rares always being good as well. So I think generally right now, such approach could be very good to receive some good crafting bases that you can improve further, especially if you're not really looking just for the rich rings. I also dedicated a separate place in my stash tab for all magic rings that I consider promising. Most of them that I've been picking, they had some good resistances, for example, or some rarity boost on them. Right now, I think I'm going to craft most of those and I will showcase my best picks, which I think I can sell for some significant currency, at least more than 1 exalted. So in the end there have been about 94 magic rings that I consider promising. I clicked all of them, first off with Orb of Augmentation if there been an option, and after that with the Regal Orbs as well. So right now I'm going to pick them one by one and showcase the best ones. So now let's look at the rings that we crafted. The most promising one being Soul Finger Ruby ring right here. It has 46 rarity, 100 life, fire resistance and cold resistance. Such setup should cost about 5 divines, and I think that ring is definitely worth it. I also crafted a lot of basic rings which are pretty nice but significantly harder to price. For example, if you will take that one with lightning resistance, fire, lightning, more chaos and life, there is not a single ring like that on the market. Without chaos resistance it would be just 1 divine, but with chaos resistance I think it can cost more. The version without lightning would be around 3 divines, so I think selling that one around 5 should be possible as well. That way we got at least 2 rings with the potential to sell them for 5 divines. And we also have a lot of rings that will sell for just 1 divine, for example that one with rarity, life and double elemental resistance should go around 2 divines without a lot of issues. Here I have maximum life, maximum mana, a little resistance and additional skill slot. That's a pretty nice setup, but nothing too crazy. I think it should go around 1 divine approximately. Same with that one, a lot of life again, resistances, lightning damage and chaos resistance. It leads us to a situation when we can stably sell most of them for at least 1 divine. There is also a chance to lower the price a little for exalted and say for like 70 or maybe 80 exalteds. So that one, I think that sapphire and gold rings together with tapas all are going to sell for approximately 1 divine. So if we will just check them out, they usually go approximately 1. You can raise it a little and sell them for 2. So generally we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rings for 1 divine. We have 2 for 5, I think. It will lead us to 18. And that one for approximately 2, so it's 20. And the 3 I will probably try to reroll, but like 1 divine per one should be considered alright too. So total profit is about 20 divines approximately, maybe even 25 if I will be lucky with selling my rings. However, most of them require to roll them with Exalteds and Chaos Orbs. Since I spent some Exalteds and Chaos Orbs rolling, I think my total profit will be around 20 divines after everything that I spent. And after all, I think that Gambit totally worth it and you can get a lot of cool rings. But hoping for a rare is not really good because you're probably not going to receive any particular rare in the process. Instead, just look at your good magic rings and try to craft them, because there's a big chance that you're going to make something out of it. And I think I've been successful in that crafting session, which is partially a Gamba session as well. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and hope you will be lucky with the rings too. See you next time. ronarray out.